what are some of the resources that you use to get help?
The point of the story being that is I reached out to someone, and I didn't even almost mean to, but I was talking, and somebody had just asked me how it was going, and I had dropped, I didn't mean to, but like I didn't have like the Hollywood set like smoke screen on,
Right.
and I made like, I guess like a really dark joke, and the person was like, oh, like, wait, what? But then instead I like filled her in like on the backstory of the joke and why that was darkly funny, and then she was kind of like, oh, and then I just ended up telling her, you know, like about like the last 3-4 years of my life, and by the end, she was sitting down like, oh, and she was the first person that was like, this is trauma, like this is real emotional, like this is like real trauma that's happened to you. This is not an inconvenience, or this is like all these things that you're feeling, like this is, she essentially was like, this is a mental health crisis. Like this is really, really bad across the board. And she ended up connecting me with, at the USOC, a psychologist, and she had worked with US Figure Skating. So this doctor reached directly out to her and was like, we need to save Gracie. This is a problem. And so I ended up kind of going with it and just kind of being open. But part of that like almost curiosity, or just like the way that I kept moving forward knowing it was an option, is when it came to treatment and they were like, do you want to completely disrupt the season that, you know, honestly I wasn't really competitive at, to go to a 45-day inpatient stay, like a rehab. Right. It was like, well, I could try it. You know, if I really don't like it that much, I can always check out early. We can, you know. So I explored that, and I ended up going, and it was just this like, kind of like that quote, but like that 20 seconds of like insane courage where like the universe just tells you sometimes to do something that kind of, I don't say like it defies logic, but you just go with it and you go for it. And so I just, on that phone call, I was like, yeah, sign me up. When and where. I can see for my